And welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam, or it could be our guest. Elections are right around the corner, and one of the most hotly contested races is going to be for the Board of Education, because Board of Education is very important for the future of our children. And we're very happy to have with us today Heather Sellers, and you are currently Board Vice President.
I am, Jack.
Of the Montgomery County School Board, and you've been down the block a while.
Well, I've been on the board 6 full years, and I just first want to thank you both for having me on
Good.
the show, because I am having the time of my life.
Good.
I'm enjoying being on the board, serving on the board, and wanting to continue the leadership and continue to serve. So thank you for allowing me to talk about my campaign and what I have done and what I'd like to do.
And you said something very interesting. You said you don't just go to the board meeting, that's it. You're engaged in the schools, aren't you?
I am. I believe in getting into the schools. I go to my schools regularly. I try to go to all schools regularly. I stay involved with the principals, teachers. I have parents that call me, and even students that'll call me. So I feel that it's very important to have a board member that you can reach out to, and I want to always be that person. I give my cell phone number out. I stay involved.
Good.
That's what makes the difference. And we had one, we were talking earlier, the first question I would ask a candidate, I'll be honest with you, is where do your children go to school?
Well, both of my children are in public school. They both started in public school. I started off as a room mom. So I am very involved in that manner, and I'm very proud that my children have gone from kindergarten now. We have one in high school and one in junior high, and that's one reason that I'm running one last term. I believe in self-imposed term limits, and I'd like one last term because I really truly believe that if you're going to be engaged, you need your children there, and that way I will know what's going on there as well.
I agree with you on that. And you know, Heather, if you could pick 2 goals for this upcoming school year, if you are elected, what would be the 2 top things that you would like to have a hand in making happen?
Options for children that are not going to go to college. We have children that are not able to go to college for whatever reason it is. Most of our children, 78%, are free and reduced lunch. We need to help children that may not have the ability to go to college. We need to help them through career tech, through M-Tech, where they can become welders, electricians, plumbers. There are jobs out there. There are people in industries that are screaming to come to Montgomery, but the workforce isn't there. And so I am working very hard with Dr. Bice, with our 2-year college superintendent, Dr. Heinrich, and so is our board. We really want to help provide those jobs to children where they are career ready when they graduate. The second one on the heels of that is graduation. Children get frustrated. I did. They get frustrated. What are they going to do? You change your major over and over. Why not help them where they will graduate? Graduation rate will go up, which is a huge high point for me if we allow them to have other opportunities, such as being a welder and being career ready.
When you said earlier, you used an acronym M-Tech. For a lot of our viewers, they probably don't know what that M stands for.
Well, really, what it is Jack, it's a center where children can still graduate, still graduate, but they have the ability to have other careers where they have schools that they can go to, little small schools in itself, and become what, like I said, a plumber or a welder. So that's real important to have their own career when they leave. And you make a lot of money in this industry.
Absolutely.
A lot of money.
Absolutely.
Plus, you hit on a major fact. The industries that we have that we need to come here to provide jobs are only going to come if you have a skilled workforce.
Right, and so that's what we are working diligently
to do. I'm
so
pleased that you brought that up, because I think we are seeing more than ever people having to go back to get a GED because graduation from high school is a requirement for probably 98% of jobs.
It is. And not only in our career techs, also focus on health care, IT, you know, the police force. We have all kinds of wonderful, we just had a board meeting on Friday just to talk about how to further the career tech program that we have. Those are located in the high schools. We're looking at M-Tech to be its own entity in its own area, a center. A lot of other districts do this, and so it's something that we are on the heels of really making it great. And when I say great, that's great for our kids. helping them so they can leave and have a skill from MPS.
How are the schools doing here overall?
Overall, I'm very proud of our schools. I'm very proud of the leadership that we have. You've got to have the right people on the bus. Our board is working hard together. We have a wonderful superintendent who's getting into the schools, who's checking on them, who actually was a second grade teacher for many years. So she understands. She knows how important it is to give these teachers, principals, what they need to help them to succeed. I have found the number one thing that affects a child, it's not a book, it's not a building, it's a teacher. Think back, what affected you and what pushed you? It was a teacher. And so we have a superintendent that started off as a teacher here at MPS.
That's great. Well, listen, it's right around the corner.
It is. If you hadn't seen me out, if I hadn't knocked on your door, if you don't live in the district, I'll be there.
June 3rd, right?
It's June the 3rd.
June 3rd. It's the first Tuesday in June.
Yes.
Get to know the candidates. Of course, if they want more information on you, how can they reach you?
They can reach me on my cell phone at 657-6850, or it's heathersellers.org. So I'd love to hear from them.
Good. And that's the way to do it. Do your homework. Go out and vote, because you're the one that's responsible for what happens in our city, state, and country. We'll be right back right after this.